Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is my first video and today I'm going to be talking about the ketogenic diet and how I managed to lose 25 pounds in 3 months. So I first started experimenting with the ketogenic diet in high school, kind of the summer before I went to college, but I wasn't really doing it properly. I wasn't focused on eating healthy fats and I was mainly just eating, I want to say 60-70% protein and not as much fat as you should be eating on a proper ketogenic diet. So the first time I did a proper ketogenic diet was actually about 4 years later, the summer after I graduated from college. And in my senior year, I'd been focused on lifting a lot and had just been upping my body weight. And by the end of my senior year, when I graduated, I was 206 pounds, which was pretty heavy for my 6-foot frame, but I was benching about 300 and deadlifting about 475. So the reason I did the ketogenic diet was because I was focused on losing a lot of fat, but was hoping that I could spare some of that muscle along the way. So I did the diet for about 3 months, and I also combined it with intermittent fasting, and I was doing it properly this time. I was eating a lot more healthy fats and eating about, call it 1,500 to 2,000 calories a day. And over the course of a 3-month summer, I had really good energy levels. I was still able to keep up my heavy lifting routine, and I managed to lose about 25 pounds. Some of the main reasons I think the diet was so successful is that the ketogenic diet kind of helped me manage some of the pitfalls I'd been running into when I was dieting in the past. So I think number one, it really helped me manage cravings and, especially like snack cravings, because when you're on the ketogenic diet, you're really focused on eating a pretty small subset of foods, and so, there's less of an internal struggle over making compromises, like, oh, today I can eat this cheat meal, or, today I'll have this bag of popcorn or some cookies, and then it's fine because I can just make it up with exercise, or I can just make it up by eating healthier later. So I think the great thing about the ketogenic diet is that, if your body's in a state of ketosis, the stakes are higher for, having a cheat meal or for, eating carbs. So I think for me, that was really important because it kept me focused, and really having those cheat meals was out of the question. And I think, once you're on the ketogenic diet for, weeks and then months, really the craving almost just subsides entirely. And then also, my energy levels were really good because when you're in a state of ketosis, you kind of have, a constant state of energy and a constant source of energy in your own body's fat. And so, you're not just kind of looking for the energy that's surrounding your meals or when you're intaking carbohydrates. Another reason I think my diet was successful is because I was combining with intermittent fasting. And so, I wouldn't eat until, call it 4 or 5 o'clock. And then, I'd have a lot of protein, a lot of healthy fats, and then I'd head to the gym around 7 or 8 p.m. So what this allowed was that, since I was only having 1 or 2 meals a day and kind of in a small window of the day, I was on a pretty big deficit because I wasn't having multiple meals, but at the same time, a lot of the calories and a lot of the energy was packed into this window before I was going to the gym. So I felt, very high energy during my workouts and very high energy for the later half of the day. So I think that allowed me to have the intense workouts that I needed to, retain my muscle mass, and then at the same time have the deficit that I needed to, lose the fat quickly. Ever since I had that successful summer of doing the ketogenic diet, it's kind of become my diet of choice. Anytime I feel like I've gained weight and I need to kind of lose weight and get lean, or anytime I want to, lose a lot of weight and still retain muscle mass. So fast forward to the fall of that year, I ended up starting to work a pretty demanding job in finance where I was working, call it 70 to 100 hours a week, and I pretty much fell out of going to the gym altogether. Wasn't really able to keep my ketogenic diet going, and I kind of ballooned all the way back from 180 basically back to 205. And so fast forward about a year and a half, I kind of held that weight ballpark of about 200 pounds and wasn't really going to the gym. And now I'm making a serious push to get back into shape, lose the weight again, start up a ketogenic diet, and get leaner and get stronger again and kind of get back into the shape that I was in before. So currently I've been doing the ketogenic diet again for about 4 weeks after taking a break for about a year and a half. And when I started, I was about 203 pounds, and already I'm down to about 192 pounds. So, already in the first month, I lost about 10 pounds. Now, granted, most of that's probably water weight, but, I'm targeting, and I think I'm being successful at losing about 2 pounds of fat per week. And my energy levels have been good, and it's been a really good way to manage cravings and hunger and, keep good energy levels during the day at work. So, it's not college anymore, and I have a pretty demanding work schedule, so I'm not able to work out 6 days a week, but kind of my goal going forward is to work out about 3 or 4 days a week, get some good cardio in, get some good lifting in, and just keep a really good, healthy ketogenic diet and see what happens. So I decided to start this channel to document my journey on my third try at the ketogenic diet, and to keep myself motivated as I continue to try to lose weight and get back in shape. And I noticed that the ketogenic diet's become a lot more popular in the media and just has become a more popular diet in general. So I thought I'd share my general tips and insights that I've learned through doing the diet, and share recipes and share some progress pics along the way. So if you're interested in seeing more detailed content about the ketogenic diet and interested to follow along in my journey, give this video a like and subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned to see what comes next.